Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Major League Baseball on. Stepping up to the plate, Jordan Patterson. He will lead this one off today. First offering on its way. Popped high in the air. Longoria over to his left. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
You want to talk about a team's worst nightmare. That's what this lineup possesses. They lead the league in on-base percentage. I don't care if it's hits, walks, hit by pitch. Does not matter. They are finding ways to create traffic on the base pass almost every inning. And eventually, someone's going to catch a gap. And that usually means 2 to 3 runs in a victory.
Hit back up the middle. Throw gets him. 2 down. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. In there for strike one. Blackmon, or Chuck Nasty as he's commonly referred to. He was taken in the second round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the end. Here comes Austin Jackson as he'll step up to get things kicked off in the bottom of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. These Rockies guys, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 or 5 prior to that.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2 and 2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
1 ball, no strikes to count. To short. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
Batting third, right fielder.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Changeup in for a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And he misses 2 and 1.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And it's 1 and 1. 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, David Dahl, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1 and 1. Swung on and missed. 1 and 2 now. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2 and 2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And Hundley puts it on the money. He is out at second base. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Gomez is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Rockies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Waiting on it is Dahl. He's got it one away. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's 1 for 5. And he takes ball 1. Gray, originally from the Sooner State of Oklahoma. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name. Kids are buying his jerseys.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side.
Runner goes for second. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Nick Hundley comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Alan Hansen the next to bat. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Crawford on third. Gomez on at second with 2 down. Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Batting ninth, Edgar Johnny Cueto.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Johnny Cueto. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 0-1 the count. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Gonzalez. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Wonderful shot over the top of the Golden Gate Bridge. Back now on MLB Network for the start of the third inning. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Gonzalez, commonly known as Cargo. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
2 balls and a strike to Carlos Gonzalez. Popped him up. But this will land untouched. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Iannetta has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, the pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Now a bunt attempt here. This will get foul for strike 2. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer. If he puts somebody else on, we'll see if he can find it.
Softly hit to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jordan Patterson. He popped out in his first trip. From the stretch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. Right over the middle, knee high. Drilled down the line. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Jackson, a former member of the Cleveland Indians. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And Pence has fallen into an 0-2 hole here. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Story throws it in. And there's out number 2. Ready for another chance. Andrew McCutchen, 0 for 1 here in the early going. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Dahl going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, no balls and a strike. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Riding in once again, Charlie Blackmon. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. Here's Nolan Arenado. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. The 2-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. Digging in for his second at-bat, Evan Longoria. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
0-2 in the dirt. Listen, this team's a very free-swinging team, so he's just going to go ahead and try to keep bouncing. If they're going to swing at him, he's going to keep throwing him.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Crawford. He reached on a single in his first try. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down the first baseline. The 0-2 once more. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Iannetta has it, and he makes the throw to first. Crawford is retired, 2 down now. Digging in the switch hitter, Miguel Gomez. He singled his last time up. Hit down the line at first. 0-1, here's the pitch. Grounded to first. Patterson ranges to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Drilled to the left side. And there's the first hit of the game for Colorado.
Hey, one of the things that makes it so tough to pitch is you consistently have to make good pitches. Even on 2-0, you just can't lay one right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to nip a corner right there, but hats off, challenging 2-0 in a fastball count. He came and got some.
Trevor Story is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He's running. Now a step off as they've got the runner between first and second. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Has a look now to pitch. On the move again from first. Back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. So a runner on second with 1 down now. And standing in, the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Two-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away. In now for Colorado, Chris Iannetta. He drew a walk his first time up. Lays off 1-0. Dahl on second. Gonzalez at first, one gone. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Count remains 2-2. No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
The pitcher, number 55.
Digging in to try it again, John Gray hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The 1-1 waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. No runs, just one hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Digging in, Nick Hundley. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
The 2-2 one more time. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Alan Hansen the next to bat. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike one. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. And now the Giants pitcher, Johnny Cueto. He flew out in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land out there just foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now with that. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jordan Patterson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
The 3-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Jackson is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, DJ LeMahieu. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Swing and a line drive. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Throw into second. And he is in there.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
First delivery to him on the way. And the changeup is way low that time.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Cut fastballs in for a strike, 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Ready with the 2-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Digging in once again, Nolan Arenado, runner in scoring position with Sugan. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Ready once again, David Dahl. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. 4-1.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Ready with the 1-0. And he lays off here as well. It's 2-0 now to the Colorado right fielder.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
3-0 to him now. And he misses again as the command is definitely letting him down now. It's ball 4. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Striding in once again, Trevor Story. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. LeMahieu, the runner at third. Arenado over at second. Dahl at first, 2 out in the inning. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
1 and 2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
The 1-2 misses above the zone for a ball. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners to the side is retired. Rockies leave them loaded. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Center fielder, Austin Jackson.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But no problem at first, and that's the first out.
The left fielder, number 8.
So the leadoff man retired now for Hunter Pence. First offering on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Gonzalez has a read on it. 2 gone. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Line drive to center field. Dahl is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Giants down in order. Still no score. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Hit out towards second. Henson ranges to his left. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for Colorado.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Iannetta. He went down on strikes last time up. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0. He's taken strike 1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the 2nd out. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Popped him up. Hundley waits on it, and the inning is over. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off, and we still have no score. And here is Evan Longoria. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
But this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out. First delivery to him on the way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-0. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Arenado will look this one in, and that's out number 2. Digging in the switch hitter, Miguel Gomez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Pops this one up. Coming in is Blackman, but this will land untouched.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll step on the bag himself. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jordan Patterson. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
2-1 now. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
A little bouncer. The 3-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. McCutchen is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. In now for Colorado, DJ LeMahieu will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. A windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away. Here's Charlie Blackman now. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. He pulls this one into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him. Buster Posey is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. Now time is called and the reliever is warm out there. Adam Ottavino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Tried to check it and it's 0-1.
the count.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music. Up and in, see if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Brandon Belt will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. He'll come into play right at 340. 7 homers, 27 driven in. Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Here it comes, 2-0. 2-1 to count. Ottavino, a 32-year-old veteran. He was a first-round pick or in the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Joe Penn come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12. Go.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. May have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Enters play here at 279. 5 homers and 19 driven in. And that's too high, ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now. Waiting next is Austin Jackson. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. Here's Austin Jackson, the center fielder. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
That misses, 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully he gets it.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Buster Posey will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Austin Slater is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
First pitch of the at-bat, and a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Ball and a strike.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
2-1 to David Dahl.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. Dahl takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jackson on the run. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 5.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Posey shading to his right, and that ends the inning. So only one hit in the inning on the. Ready for another shot now. Hunter Pence. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. No balls and a strike to count. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Dahl's in pursuit. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Next to bat for the Giants, Andrew McCutcheon hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Now the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And into left field for a one-out hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Evan Longoria comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he finds his spot there, 1-1. And in the past against Wade Davis, he's 0 for 4. Fouled away. The 1-2. Soft liner towards center, and that's in there. Base hit. The throw to third. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Well, obviously not fighting on the first two, so it looks as though they'll just go ahead and wave him down to first base for free here. So striding in, Miguel Gomez. He's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it. Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Last strike here for the Giants. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Struck him out. So a great job of working out of certain dangers. He strands the possible tying and winning runs on base, and the ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. Colorado came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Adam Ottavino wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Wade Davis closes the door for the save, his 20th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
For the Giants, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 7 on.
I wasn't supposed to make it out with the code, the matrix. And when they get to speak, it's like a coded language. Reminds that they strengthen all the stolen greatness. Got the mobile station, full circle, mogul motivation. My self-educated, shrewd negotiations. Got these sharks that I'm sitting at this table with, afraid to bait me. No 10 on my Mercedes, that's for inspiration. It's on my neck like 80s. Westside Sloss and Ave know my demonstration. Born and raised, y'all affiliated. It's really greatness. Riding around like I really made it. Loaded bases, I'm going Willie Mason. Yeah. my ambition, cause I'm on one. Swinging for the fences for the home run. Even further beyond into the universe. But I've got to make it to first. It feels like every second's being stolen. I risk it for every ticket we sold them. You drop the ball, I'ma take it home. Bottom line, I'm gonna make it home.
I was sitting on my link and I start thinking, I ain't gonna make 100 mil off in these streets. More than likely, I'm gonna end up in somebody pricing. Even worse than cares front the church, laid off enough, I dealt with it. I ain't just out here for my health with it. I weighed the risk and the reward and sink the scale tipping. Let's all get on one accord and take the world. Take the money, take the power and the Twitters. Can't buy that they sell. They bring heads in jail. Look all these ways they derailed. That's why respect me to the utmost when you see me's how I feel. Cause I ain't failed. I seen it coming, did not tell. Different lanes, same passion for the meal. Switch lanes, all black, 2 glass ceilings. B12 too fast, gone.
Listen to my ambition, cause I'm on one. Swinging for the fences.
Sunday afternoon baseball on MLB Network as we welcome you inside AT&T Park in the City by the Bay. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Jeff Samardzija will be the man on the mound for the G-Men. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, nothing better than winning that last game at home before you go on a long road trip. They have the opportunity to do that today. Let's see if they get it done.
No doubt about it, Dero. They're looking to embark on an 8-game road trip. First things first, win this one here. Worry about getting on that bird for 8 games after this one here today.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Striding in for the Rockies, DJ LeMahieu.
Second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. Two and 0 now.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
A bouncer up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And there to take it in is Pence, and that's out number 2. Here's Nolan Arenado. His past meetings with Samardzija carries a .414 batting average. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 now. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. LeMahieu is off at first with 2 away. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that, the side is retired. At the plate, Joe Pennant. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Giants, second baseman.
And that misses ball 1. These Rockies guys 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. Hey, you know what, D-Roll, this is one they'd like to win right here. They win the first game of the series, drop game 2, win game 3. They'd like to keep the momentum going here, D-Roll, win 2 in a row and win 3 out of 4 in this series.
Yeah, you want to definitely get a chance to win this series today. Play good baseball. You don't want to go on that seesaw. We'll give you one, we'll take one. They need to figure out a way to get it done today.
In there, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away, that's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Previous history with German Marquez. He's a perfect 4 for 4. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Arenado's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is a swinging strike, a little late on the fastball that time. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth, shortstop.
First offering on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2. Striding in for the Rockies, Carlos Gonzalez. His past meetings with Samardzija, he's got 8 hits in 33 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Moving under it, Henson. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Right fielder.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Strike 2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Throw on to first is in time to get him. So that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2 to 3 foot out for out number 1. Stepping into the box, Evan Longoria. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. One and two now. And he chased it in the dirt. Iannetta gathers. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Previous history with German Marquez. He's 5 for 7. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Is taken, strike 1. Crawford, a California-born ball player. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is in now for Colorado, Chris Iannetta, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Underneath it is Panic, and he's got it for the first out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, German Marquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Jordan Patterson. Here comes the first pitch. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is next to bat for the Giants. Nick Hundley, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Alan Hansen the next to bat, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And that's taken for strike 1.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dahl is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And now the Giants pitcher, Jeff Samardzija. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. This is line to left. And that's the first hit in this one for the Giants.
Boy, D, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here. Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
0-1 the count. Samardzija at second. Panic on at first with 2 down. And Pence has fallen into an 0-2 hole here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. Throw over to third here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. Throw on to first, and the Giants will be turned away here. Ready for another chance? DJ LeMahieu. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
The count is 1 and 2.
The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
Left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Hansen will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Here's Nolan Arenado. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
3-1. Here it is. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Up next for Colorado.
Digging in for his second at-bat, David Dahl. First time up, he went down looking. In there for strike 1, 0-1. The 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
First baseman, Brandon.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And right into the shift. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. 1-1 to Andrew McCutchen. Takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch. It doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Don't want to forget about him. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Crawford. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Yanked on the ground down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Now a bluff here as he steps off to looking back at first. McCutchen leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Grounded back up the middle. Crawford fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. Here comes the first pitch, and that misses inside, 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Fouled off. 1-1. Taken on the outside corner for strike 2. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Striding in once again, Chris Iannetta. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Hot shot down the line. And this will get by Longoria at third. It's a fair ball.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. Into the box now, Nick Hundley. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Blackman's after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Story scoops it up. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned in.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 hit's all they get. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jordan Patterson. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Up high. 2-1 now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And this is fouled at the plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still even at 2-2. Longoria trying to get there. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off and the count runs full.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. He must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued. 0-0.
Line towards center field. Henson is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. Ready for another shot now. Nolan Arenado. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a slider. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Arenado playing here in his age 26 season. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. LeMahieu leads off first with 1 away. Is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And forget about the double play now, as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. And there are 2 away now. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Runner in scoring position with Suzanne. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. That misses. 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. And Longoria will make the catch to retire the side. A run, a hit, and a man left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Rockies lead this one 1-0. Here's Joe Panik, and Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit back up the middle. Story picks it up. And that's the first out. Digging in once again, Hunter Pence. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for route number 2. So in now for San Francisco, Brandon Belt. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point. He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch. Is a slider looked at and called a strike.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
3-2, full count. Now the 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3. So with one gone, here's Carlos Gonzalez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a line drive. Foul. The 1-1. A fastball taken on the inner half for a strike. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Into the bleachers and gone.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Herman Marquez. As Samardzija will get ahead of him here with strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
The 2-2 one more time. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Rocky strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Leading off the inning, Andrew McCutchen, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit in the air down the right field line. Gonzalez on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that is off the first base bag. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And he will reach it first, but it's very possible that he might have had 2 bases there had that ball not hit the bag.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. In now, Nick Hundley. And this is off the glove of Iannetta. It gets away. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position. Fly ball out toward left center field. Story is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. And now Boch is going to make his way out toward home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Will Smith will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Buster Posey is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. 258 the average to begin play, 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing on the 4.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Softly hit out to short. And an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out. Ready once again, Charlie Blackmon, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. The 1-0 home looked at for ball number 2. The 2-0 on the way. Too high. And it's 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 3-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Crawford to his left. He's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're up 2. Ian Desmond will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Now playing first base, number
First
20.
pitch of the at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2, here it comes. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And there to put it away is Gonzalez, and there's your first out. Here's Buster Posey now. Previous history with German Marquez. He's got a 3-for-7 line. He's taken him deep once. And a high strike there, 0-1.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Iannetta has it, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Joe Pennant. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there, and it's 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air to center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. Sam Dyson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Henson on the move, and that's the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, David Dahl, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Now here's the pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Let's go. Shut this guy down.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And there to take it in is Pence, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Trevor Story. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's set, and the pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And that misses 1-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Nothing across here. Ready for another chance, Hunter Pence. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And he gets ahead 0-1. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The first baseman
Digging in to try it again, Brandon Belt, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard liner to center field. Dahl is there to make the catch, and with that, it's over.
What do you think? For a double play. That's an even 100.
씨발 잘 던지니까 막 타격이 잘 맞아 씨발. 와 안타가 나더라. 유튜브에 심드로님입니까? 지금 막 투구 밸런스 씨발 졸라 좋아하고 지금. 장난 아니다 지금. 1, 2, 선발 원래 개 터지는데. 와 타격 진짜 씨발가 완전 개 썩어보네. 너무 잘 들리니까. 샘플 1, 2, 선발 씨발 다 무시점인 것 같은데. 아 1대0 1대0 씨발 앞다 3개 치고 와 그거 뭡니까 그거 1사이트 바꿈 치고 1대0 2대0 와 다 돼서 씨발 컷이 안 노네 전부 이거 둘 다 짝배기다 아 존나 빡세 씨. 팀 타로 계속 떨어지네. 짝배네. 아 짝배 짝배 존나 가야 되는데. 포즈를 바꿀 수 없는데. 다음까지 던져야 되는데 많이 바꿔줘야겠다. 블랙머리고 아 씨발가 이할 사건 살이고 뭐 이지 말겠지.
About as rare as in is Gerardo Parra. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that.
Stepping up to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. Runner at first to start the inning, and Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
On to first, and they get the double play. Stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Seager over to his right. And the inning is over. So digging in now, Chris Taylor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Patterson is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
That is second.
Next up for Los Angeles, Austin Barnes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Skied into straightaway right. Patterson sprinting after it. 2 gone.
Batting third, the shortstop.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. In now for Colorado, Nolan Arenado. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Catch made out there by Kemp, and there's 1 gone. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's a .375 hitter. He also has 1 home run. Line towards center field. Puig is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta. The season batting average comes in down in the 240s. And a neck-high fastball that time. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. 2-0 count. The pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. 3-0 pitch. Is in there for strike 1. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4. Coming to the plate now, Ian Desmond. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Iannetta, the runner at first with 2 gone. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Kemp, and that retires the side. Rocky. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. One and 1 to the Dodgers first baseman. Hard hit ball to second, gloved by LeMahieu, and that's out number 1. Next for the Dodgers, Justin Turner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And that's in there for strike 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Lined is short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away. And now is Yasiel Puig. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
To 1-2 now. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. In now for Colorado, Jordan Patterson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Patterson, originally from the state of Alabama. He was a 4th-round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. Striding in for the Rockies, Kyle Freeland. First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing called strike, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it.
꼴등을 하십니까?
Pitch in a certain quadrant. Why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Kyle Freeland goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Bounce to first. Bellinger's got it. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So here's Matt Kemp now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Matt Kemp retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Backhanded. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Next for the Dodgers, Alex Wood. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Popped him up. Desmond on the move. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have a pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
This is line to left. Blackman is there, and he'll make the catch.
타격 이건 너무 안 되네.
Trying to get it going here to begin the 4th. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a curveball taken low for a ball.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off.
Now the payoff pitch home. He swung on and missed.
진짜 미치겠네.
Here's Charlie Blackman now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there.
던지고 존나 잘 되니까 씨발 타격이 또 존나 안 되네. 와.
Keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll reach second now with one away. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And we take a look there at the Rockies' leaders in that category as he currently sits third on the team. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball one. Hit on the ground to short. Throw gets him, 2 down. And he will thankfully make it back to second as he almost got caught out there. Ready for another chance? Trevor Story. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out to center field. Puig's got a read on it. And that ends the inning. One left for Colorado. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score.
와, 씨발 안타깝다. 저 때문에.
Next up for Los Angeles, Austin Barnes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman, Austin Barnes.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Swing and a little tapper. Here's another 0-2. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He's had great command of his pitches all day. I don't mind him trying to go down right there and try and get a swing and a miss, but a nice job by the hitter to lay off that one in the dirt.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain and all the.
이 새끼 넌 던질 때 지랄이냐 이거. 아, 잘 던지고 있는데 씨.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see two different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like the rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Well, the rain says we welcome you back. Kyle Freeland gets the okay to come back into the game after the lengthy delay, and we'll see if he can settle back in.
족같네 진짜.
The action started. Corey Seager. Now Corey with a swing and a deep drive to right.
아, 비와가 씨.
And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
아, 들어봐서 이제.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish. Trying to do anything to get himself going. He's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Desmond on the move. 2 gone. Riding in once again, Yasiel Puig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1 the count. Bellinger at second with 2 down. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Puig doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. Kick down the third baseline. Arenado has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again. Drew a base on balls his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Now a check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Ian Desmond. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Puig's got a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jordan Patterson. First offering on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kyle Freeland. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Rocky into the box. Mac Kemp. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Antonio Senzatella will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Number 49.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now Kemp awaits the 1-1. And the changeup is way low that time.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
It's a swinging bunt up the line, but it gets fouled. Another try at 2-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Blackman looking up, and that one is gone. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandon, as he'll take one up in the zone, but it'll be in the strike zone for the first strike. And he takes this one high, 1-1. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home run. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. A high fastball is in there. A base hit in his first trip. Smoke toward the hole. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And hold on a minute now. It looks like we may see that last call challenged here. The ball on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he runs that one high and tight for ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. And that's in there, 2-1.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And another foul ball. 3 runs, 5 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Line toward right center. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. He's through first and hustling for second. The throw into second, and he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Here's Corey Seager, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1. Lifted in the air to center field. Parra is after it, and that retires the side. In is Gerardo Parra. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 9. Second base.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Sent on the ground out to second. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away. Here's Charlie Blackman now. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second is Blackman. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their third hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Here's Nolan Arenado as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Hit hard but foul toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. No balls and 1 strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And a ball, 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Patterson has it in his tracks, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Ready once again, Yasiel Puig. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So here's Matt Kemp. Swings and sends it in the air out to left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. No hits to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
That's inside. 2-0.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
3-0 to him now. Chris Iannetta is on deck. Wood gets the sign. 3-0 on its way. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. The 3-1. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Now batting, catcher, Chris Iannetta.
Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Digging in once again, Ian Desmond. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now. Yasmani Grandal comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. It's a fastball that misses. Now the 2-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose That big fastball from this reliever, it's a major part of his arsenal.
Grandal with a 3-1 count now. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Alex Wood. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Chris Taylor. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
The 1-1 misses up and in.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
2 out, nobody on. So a full count now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like that.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2. Now batting, Jordan Patterson. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
The count now at 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Pat Valaika come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Raimel Tapia will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. In there, now the throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. And a fastball just a bit high. Tapia leads off second with nobody out. And a knuckle curve missed that time, 2-1. Wood sets. Here's the 2-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Here now the 2-2. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Hey, a little better late than never, Hero. Here, that base hit here in the 8th inning. They're still behind in this one, but at least they're not getting shut out.
Yeah, you're going to see this offensive team fight to the bitter end. As long as there are outs out there, they're going to grind it out and see if they can get back in this one.
Runner's off for second, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
He's going.
He's running again, and he steps off, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Again, he's off for second. Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop. And now a throw to first, and they got him. Never really had a chance with the hit and run on as he gets doubled up on the line drive. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. 2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Here's the 3-1. Down the third baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He doubled his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
The 1-1 home. Chopped weakly to the right. That winds up foul for the second strike. Runner on first with 2 away. In the dirt here. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a high pop-up. Barnes is there. And that's the third out. Raimel Tapia will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Mike Dunn is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Pitch on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. Tapia is there, 1 away. Here's Corey Seager. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside. 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate. They did that.
Sliced hard, but foul to the left. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. And signals crossed that time, so he'll step off and try again. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strike. Kenley Jansen comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Nolan Arenado, who up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Jansen comes set. Here it is on 1-0. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Career matchup numbers against Kenley Jansen. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. Now the 2-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. It was a walk in his last trip. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
1-1, here it is. Missed with a slider.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and standing in now the catcher, Chris Iannetta. Here's the first pitch to him, and that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike 1. Arenado, base runner at first with 1 out. On the ground to the left side. Played on the backhand. To second for 1. On to first. And play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. Well, folks, that's what Kelly Jansen does. When he enters the game,
개 같은 거 잘하고 있는데 비 와가지고 말 됩니까? 씨발가 비 끝이가 비 와갖고 쪽 같은 거 투수 바꾸는 바람에 쪽 같은 거 진짜. 아 씨발 거다 개주작 씨발놈들 진짜 지글지글하다 이제. 다들 만개임 차이. 이 씨발 두 개 다 이게. 아, 저거 타격 존나 안 되네 진짜. 와, 돌아보겠네. 투수가 되면 타격이 안 되고 씨발것만. 타격이 되면 투수가 존나 나고. 아이런노 그거 어제가 나왔어요. 어제. 예, 꿀떡님. 아 씨. 달라지는 게 아니라 패치된 거라. 패치 버전 1.10인 너무 달라진 게 이제 패치되고 뭐 여러가지 이번에 뭐 또 바뀌었어 또 몇 개. 예. 타격 안 되가 좋댔네 이거 진짜.
Inside the show with Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Start.
Danger, danger, fear and anger. I see dead people when I talk to strangers. Scarred with a stomach stop. Gotta get these bundles off. Bubbles in the soft focus. Sharkware, spy hunter.
리치 힐이라고?
Burner, no limit, top of the tank turner.
또 짝배이지.
Fingerprints, bubble in the alibi, non sequitur. It wasn't like we weren't cooking. We just got hung up on which direction we were looking. Proof is in the putting up the art. Might have framed a couple more, but every story's got a talk. In any case, that was something for the grudge holders to adjudicate. Pushing this human race card to the freeze escape. Get some laws, made a few mistakes, but that's listed on the first pitch, now I see the curve spin. A little worse for wear. Bad flying bird in the turbulent air. Hey, I studied rhymes to let the mind unwind. Now I make the words for work with a sweet high five.
Tuesday night baseball here on MLB Network as we're at historic Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Rich Hill will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me: a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And we are underway from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch is taken here for ball one. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. 2-1 to David Dahl.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
And that misses ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5.
이번에 타기 좀 잘해보자. 와, 타기 의지 안 되노.
DJ LeMahieu. Take a look at the splits between April and May. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Dahl stands at second with no outs. It's taken. Now it's 0-2.
저게 스트라이크라고. 개 쪼까던 거지. 들어가겠네.
You don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
Hit to short. And he is
진짜 씨.
second as they slap the tag on him. At the
돌아.
he enters this one second in the National League round trip category. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he just misses with a curveball.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked up.
이거 잡히는 쪽 같은 거.
They slap the tag on him, and he is out at second base.
드래프가 다 하네, 이 새끼들. 이제 픽업 아시스트 되는가 봐요.
Count remains full.
이 새끼 픽업 아시스트 했죠. 이 새끼한테 리더 만든다, 이거.
Payoff pitch one more time. And he loses him on a breaking ball. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. His career batting line against Hill. He's 2 for 3. He's taken him deep once. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bounce towards the mound. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter, Andrew Toles. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies' starting play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. Tapper up the line. Arenado takes it in. Throw just in time, and that was awfully close. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Career numbers against Bettis. He's just 2 for 12. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Bettis is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk. Looking at a fastball to end the inning. In now for Colorado, Trevor Story, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And he just misses with a curveball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in. At that plane right there, quality take.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. It's laid off, but in there for 3-1. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And he struck him out. Here's the catcher now for Zionetta. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. And he misses with it. 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Two and 1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hottest bats in the game.
For sure. Seager comes up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. stepping in. He and Desmond, his career batting line against Hill. He's a .333 hitter. Back up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Ambush tactics right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Kollorado Para. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is high. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Two-0 count. The pitch too high, and it's 3-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Chasing after it is Taylor. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Cody Bellinger, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. And there's a base hit on the line. Legs churning. He's headed for second.
아, 저것도 방심했더만.
He's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning, and he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Bellinger leads off second with nobody out. Hard hit ball to second. And that's in there. Base hit. Bellinger is on his way home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit,
Good
you
job,
get your team lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through.
아, 걔 족같은 거 봐라. 뭐하노, 씨발 진짜.
Turner rounds third and is digging for the
아, 뭐라겠네. 걔 족같은 개주작도 족같은 구작 걸리가.
Now a 2-0 ball game.
Might have had the hit and run on right there because
볼을 씨발 다 치고 있어. 개 족같은
he's
거.
able to cruise home all the way from first after the guy at the plate does his job and gets good one on a pitch for a double.
Austin Barnes is at the plate as he looks at ball one. High in the air and
말도 안 되는 거 존나 한다 이거 다 해서 씨발놈들 진짜.
comes on now and he has it one down. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base. Next for the Dodgers, Logan Forsythe. Career numbers against Bettis. He's 0 for 5. Lifted into center field. Para is in pursuit. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Rich Hill, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Andrew Toles would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3-1 the count now. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And Blackman will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Chad Bettis. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Dahl reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Just got a piece up the line to his right. Turner on the first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
Runners on the move for second, and a step off, but he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Pitch outside, the throw. Tank from Forsythe, and they second base. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a fastball that misses. Now the 2-1 pitch is a ball below the zone.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this two-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
The 3-1. Now a swing on 3-1, but this is chopped foul right around home plate, and the count will go full to 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Riding in once again, Charlie Blackmon. From the stretch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Sent on the ground out to second. Forsythe has it. He'll whip this one first in time, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toll. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. High in the air out to center field. Parra has a play. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And a good effort there by Parra, but he's in there at third. Here's Corey Seager, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Cody Bellinger. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air out to left. Blackmon is under it. And the inning is over.
타격이 너무 안 된다, 너무 안 돼. 씨바가 진짜 어떻게 타격 잘 되나? 와,
This at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
2 balls and a strike to count. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Lined into right, a base hit. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Arenado aboard here at first with nobody out. Chased a bad ball up out of the zone, 2-2.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
On to first, and they get them both.
돌아가면 무조건 다운플레이 족같은 거. 아,
He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Hit hard to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Turner set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. No balls and 1 strike. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th. And we'll call up our Dodger leaderboard to show you that his total ranks in 3rd best on the squad. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0.
He's going, he's going.
Runner goes for second. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Blackman is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box, Logan Forsythe as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Set to deliver the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Gloved by Arenado. LeMahieu On to first as they get the double. Riding in once again, Ian Desmond will start off the fifth in this one. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. Leadoff man retired. Here's Gerardo Parra. Ready for the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And that swung on and missed on a pitch down. 1-1. Two and 1 to Gerardo Parra. Now the 2-1. High pop up. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the fifth. Ready for another chance? Chad Bettis, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. And now a pitch on the way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strike. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
3-0 now. And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. In the dirt, and now let's see. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Rich Hill, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. LeMahieu's got it. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Andrew Cole. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. In there, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Chris Taylor. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. 2 out, nobody on. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
The 1-2. It's a bit inside for a ball. The 2-2. It's laid off up for ball number 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
This is line to left. This is going to hang up there just long enough to be taken in on the run in shallow left. Digging in once again, DJ LeMahieu. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 1 out, nobody on. Never attempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed pass.
And he will make the play out there. Away now. Digging in and looking for more. Nolan Arenado. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 home. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 misses, ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In the air now, out to right field. On the move is Puig. He's got it. A great running.
와, 들어봐도 뭐. 아, 형님.
Next for the Dodgers, Corey Seager.
못 이기게 만드네, 못 이기게 만드네. 아, 씨발. 졸라 피곤하다. 와, 씨발 뭐라거든. 세번 시키고. 남이야비다, 이게. 골던이 화이팅 아이솔. 저 시드롬님인가? 화이팅 하세요. 아, 다 했어. 씨발 한번 지겠는데, 이거. 집이 못하겠다, 씨발가. 몇 번에 나가니? 샌프란시스코. 여기서부터 했네. 1대0, 2대0이다. 와, 씨발, 그 다저스 이 새끼들. 와, 근데 존나 이상하게 근데 비와갖고 안 되고. 싸움 그렇네. 나중에 봐요, 좀 쉬어야겠다. 피곤하다, 뭐. 감이데이.